a pillow.
It's a pillow.
He's dead.
It's a pet.
How many times do I gotta fucking tell you?
Well, it's a pillow.
It's a pet. It's just a pillow pet.
And we welcome you live in here to the EIF Network. Of course, I'm your host, EIF owner Carney. We welcome you back in another week of action set here at EIF. It's already begun, but we're here for our main event, as we promised, 2 matches at least per week. Last week, we actually had 3 for you, and if you didn't see our last broadcast, make sure you go to the past broadcast. It was just a couple nights ago, and you can see actually 2 matches in there, including a pretty entertaining main event between DZ and Wicked Jr. Well, Wicked Jr. was Rob Van Dam, but now he's made a character change. He's upgrading to CM Punk via a trade. There's actually been a lot of trading going on in EIF as of late. We also saw Rat Luck debut as DDP earlier this evening. Brutality is an Uso. Greedy is Seth Rollins again. But that's not the important thing now as we get set for our main event here of Superstardom to kick off this next week in August, episode number 259 of Superstardom. And we are featuring a Intercontinental Championship defense. Pepsi Killer retained his championship at SummerSlam. Actually, he won the championship at SummerSlam, the IC title, and he's making his first defense since. He beat Midnight Mayfire in a one-on-one. Well, Midnight was just in action moments ago in a one-on-one where he defeated Untamed Legend, and now, later on this week, Midnight Mayfire will be getting an opportunity to compete for the United States Championship against the Beatdown. We might even see some more competitors there, but this main event tonight, the odds are stacked against Pepsi Killer. He's defending against 4 challengers, and to make matters worse, it is a ladder match. You can see the characters on our screen right now. The only character that is not competing is Bray Wyatt, because I'm just using him to skip an entrance, because you can't do a 5-man ladder match offline. We are going to take it to Xbox Live, so don't forget, entrances coming up here, our Superstardom main event. This is going to be an exciting one, folks. Very rare that we get to see ladder matches in 2K15 in general. Even in past EIF history, you don't see ladder matches a lot of times on a regular show. That's why we made sure we'd bring it to the stream for you, our viewers. Just avoid that rocking chair scene there. The following contest is our main event of the evening. This match is a 5-man ladder match, and it is for the EIF Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first on his way to the ring, the champion from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, representing the show-off, Dolph Ziggler. He is the current reigning and defending EIF Intercontinental Champion, Pepsi Killer. Well, Pepsi is currently on an 8-day reign. This is his 3rd time as the Intercontinental Champion. He's held this title more times than anybody here in 2015 since the title was reinstated back into EIF in January. It has been one heck of a year for Pepsi Killer. A lot of people fear he's on the horizon of being a main eventer. Here's another guy who has a good chance. And let's see if he takes the next step with a win here tonight. Introducing the challengers first. On his way to the ring from Buffalo, New York, representing Sami Zayn, he is Prof Jag. Prof Jag has had a number of championship reigns this year. He looks to add another one to his resume. A truly established mid-carder, and when you look at 2K15, gotta look at a lot of young talent like Prof, like Pepsi Beatdown, and so much more, Midnight Mayfire, and you can just go on and on about the talent pool in EIF through this depth. There's another guy here, the New York native, looking to maybe bring a world championship back to the Big Apple. It's been a while since a New York superstar was a world champion. Of course, this may not be a world title match, but Prof Jag is certainly climbing his way up. But before he climbs his way up to the main event, he'll have to climb up that ladder tonight and retrieve the Intercontinental Championship. And now, introducing next, the second challenger, representing R-Truth. He is James R. Cutler. Well, James Arcavil, here's an interesting case. This is a guy who has not held a championship in EIF yet. And James has been showing up quite a bit as of late, these last month or so here in EIF. He's going to get another opportunity tonight after a failed X Division offline attempt at SummerSlam, which really isn't fair to James' credit. So he actually has a chance to compete for this title tonight. He's been making a ton of appearances, as we said, as of late, mainly with R-Truth, so it fits that he be on Superstardom, but if he does want to make the transfer over to ED, what he should be happy about is the Intercontinental title is the only co-brand belt in EIF. It can be defended on both brands, and either brand, this man is the best in the world at what he does, from RVD, the whole effing show, to CM Punk, the best in the world. Introducing the third challenger, representing CM Punk from Wisconsin. He is Wicked Dude. Well, we talked about this earlier in the year. Wicked Jr. has went over 3 years since winning a championship in this league, and it was only one title. And to be honest, he won it off of a ring out. It was a weird way, a way that he probably wouldn't care to get it back that way or try to remember it that way, but he's hoping here tonight he can. You look at the ladder match. You look at CM Punk. This is a guy who's a specialist in it when it comes to the game. You look at real-life resume. CM Punk has won a number of ladder matches in his storied WWE career that came to an end when it shouldn't have. Thanks, Vince. But we're getting an opportunity tonight to see Wicked Jr. represent the man that is straight edge, former leader of the Straight Edge Society. And of course, can Wicked Jr. end his drought? He is up there with the active superstars, the longest drought without a championship. Give you guys an idea, been over 1,000 days. As I said, over 3 years, over 1,000 days since Wicked Jr. was an EIF champion. And here's a man who's went a few months without one himself, but Tyron Hunt certainly knows what it takes to win mid-card championships. He also knows what it takes to be a ladder match victor, as Tyron Hunt has actually ended a couple of very impressive reigns. Tony Soccerboy and Vinny come to mind when you think of Tyron Hunt, as he has an opportunity to end another and begin the era of the Dead Man as Intercontinental Champion. Introducing the final challenger from Houston, Texas, representing the Undertaker. He is Tyron Hunt. Tyron Hunt's been close to the main event as well. He's not as young as what we've seen from Prof and Pepsi. He's got a couple years under his belt here in the IF, along with a couple of titles to add to that list. None of them have been main event championships, despite a number of opportunities both this and last summer. So he looks for answers through the mid-card. An Intercontinental Championship reign could certainly adjust and help Tyron in that matter. I want to remind you that first, thank you for tuning in here on the EIF Network, our main event tonight. EIF Network is streaming live in 16 days from now. That's not our next stream, although we'll have another stream coming up later this week. 16 days from now is EIF's 9th annual September to Remember pay-per-view event, annually held on September 1st every year, regardless of the day. This year, it falls on Tuesday, a weekday. Going to be a 7:30 p.m. Eastern start time. Make sure you catch us for that. Also, EIF Superstars, our next show is Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time. That is Extreme Distortion. You can catch all the created content action there. This is all ED, all night. ED episode number 246. Don't forget to follow us here on the EIF Network at twitch.tv/EIF Network. And that's right, we upgraded to Twitter using @EIF Network. You can catch us there for your latest news, information, and more. We get set to take this match online now, as well the competitors will be invited. Don't forget, loading screens and other delays do apply normally. And we're going to take a quick pause as we get set to do this.
Oh god.
All right, well, we are back. We do understand that there is some weather issues that may be affecting some of our competitors, which that's never a good sign, but realistically, WWE 2K15 servers are in the eye of the hurricane anyway, so it doesn't really matter whether you have weather problems or not. This game isn't good, and it's not going to help, but we're going to try our best and see what we can do.
September to remember a day before my birthday.
In other news, want to remind you guys, aside from Twitter and Twitch, you can catch more information, including how to join and be a member of Extreme International Fighting on our website at leaguelineup.com/EIFlives. You can find the URL to that in our Twitch page as well. Also want to remind you guys, we do have donations now available using PayPal. Take your dedication to the next level here at EIF. Donate, become an even greater member of Extreme International Fighting, where we can put that money towards funds, giveaways, technical information, or technical products that we can use to enhance our stream, and more. It was Elimination Chamber. And if you guys are wondering what I responded that to, was the attire CM Punk was using. So Adrian Neville not competing in this match, although I think a lot of people would probably want to see Neville. I would. But either way, I'm not him anyway. I'm William Regal. Prof Jag is the only person we're waiting on to pick Sami Zayn. Do not ready up. Do not ready up. Unready up. Unready up. All right. And for whatever reason, Prof picked a really good time in a six-man. This is a ladder match, guys, remember, and we also want to remind all of our competitors, guys, if you're competing in this match, specifically in this match, please make sure that you exit your Twitch stream. We ask you to do this in order to ensure the best possible connection for you, the competitors, and of course, we're hoping you viewers watching enjoy this event as well. Don't forget, we're going to have at least one more match coming up this week. If you're watching, you haven't checked the activity alerts page, just so you know, again, it's Tuesday, Extreme Distortion, 8 to 10 Eastern, and Wednesday we'll conclude the week of shows with Fight Zone from 7 to 9 Eastern. Also, for those of you that aren't big fans of 2K15, hopefully that is every single one of you watching and in this game, want to also keep your countdown up to date. Tomorrow marks 2 months to the date until EIF is finally done with the horrific WWE 2K15 game on October 17th. Add another 10 days to that, and we begin the tenure on WWE 2K16, which you can continue to stay up to date with that using sources such as IGN, WWE.com, and more to find out information about WWE 2K16, such as upcoming characters confirmed for the game, entrances, gameplay features, and more. Believe me, we are keeping a heavy eye on it. For those of you that want a moderate update in the EIF aspect where we completely focus on online wrestling, we can tell you they have produced a confirmation of saying there is an online overhaul, which includes a new and improved matchmaking system based off of fan feedback. That's all we've heard from online. Basically, that's an excuse. It's not going to be good, but hopefully you'll buy it anyway. No, seriously though, we have hopes. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if it's good. I disagree with you, and in fact, I know that I'm talking out of character, but you're saying that every first game on the next console was bad. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 was a great game, if not good. Okay, Prof. Whoa. Calm down, Prof. Oh, hey. All right, we need one person to stand in the center. Somebody needs to stand in the center. Who's going to be? All right, everybody else get in a turnbuckle. Get into a turnbuckle. James, more towards the center. Pepsi, down. Down, Pepsi. Talking to you like you're a dog. Come on, man. Hey, Canine Advantix. All right, ding, ding, ding. And our main event is underway. Wicked to the outside, Tyron with a Bulldog to James Arcavo, and the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Wicked, was that a taunt? Yes, it was. Wicked Jr. with one taunt. So Wicked Jr. went to the outside, ladder shot to the face of Intercontinental Champion Pepsi. One would have to give a heck of a lot of credit to Pepsi Killer. Hanging in the balance above the ring, you can see red briefcase enclosed in that is the EIF Intercontinental Championship, the top prize of the mid-card division here in Extreme International Fighting. Pepsi's holding it for the third tenure, and he's looking to be stopped by any one of these guys. Tyron Hunt, Profjack, and Wicked Jr. have never, or I'm sorry, Tyron Hunt, James Arkoffel, and Wicked have never held the Intercontinental title. Prof, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you do have one reign, right? Or am I wrong? You have not. Okay, my bad. So, yeah, running dropkick. So Pepsi's defending against 4 challengers who have never became an EIF Intercontinental Champion. Interesting scenario. It's Wicked Jr. guards on the outside. Ladder shot connects. Tyron reverse STO to Pepsi. Going to be tough to keep my eye on the action here. We got 5 competitors, so guys, take a heavy look at this match. Going to be a lot of stuff going on throughout. Pepsi runs into the ring, connects with a famouser to Tyron. James Arkoffel looks to take over the offense. And right now you have a couple guys acting as gatekeepers in Profjack and Wicked Jr. These guys are going to try their best to prevent anybody from making a climb any sooner. And you can expect, guys, just so you know, we can't confirm it, but this could end up being a long match, depending on how things go. James Arkoffel with an STO to Tyron after he delivered a reverse STO just a couple of moments ago. Pepsi throws the first ladder in the ring. The second ladder has already been used by Wicked Jr. on Prov as he continues the abuse on the outside. Prov just trying to avoid him. Pepsi picks up the ladder in the ring. Intercontinental Champion maybe thinking of setting this up, looking to retain the title. And Wicked Jr. has the ladder on the outside. Back suplex. Wicked finally steps in the ring. This is the first time Wicked's getting action in the ring since the bell rung. Float over DDT connects. And you can't blame the guy. This is a guy who's went years without a championship. Prof in for his first taunt. He and Wicked both have one, but this is a guy who hasn't won a championship in years. He wants one. James Arkoffel has never won a title in this league. He's a friend that was recruited by Death, who is a current EIF superstar, although he has been out of action for some time. Death is a former EIF Extreme champion when that title was around prior to being, I guess, vacated permanently from EIF, or being retired. Tyron with a back clubbing blow to the pack of Pepsi Killer, the Intercontinental Champion's head is also ricocheted off the canvas. He goes for a ground grapple reversal, but Profjack takes Pepsi out. He is the targeted man, is Pepsi. The champion is hunted. Wicked Jr. might end up being warned here because he's just been holding the ladder, so you're going to have to be involved in the match in order to have a chance here. Obviously, I understand the whole concept there, but also have to compete. Wicked Jr. gets in. Profjack doesn't take a liking to what he was doing, and now James Arkoffel looks to take through the air, but nobody home. Profjack running. Well, Prof and Tyron both kind of collided awkwardly with Wicked. That's not too awkward, though, as Prof's boot meets the mush of Wicked Jr. Pepsi Killer with a ladder up once more. Setting it up. I'm not sure if it's directly underneath the briefcase. Doesn't look it. Wicked Jr. picked up from Tyron Hunt. Certainly is not now. Tyron, DDT reverse, Wicked in for the Russian leg sweep. All 5 competitors in the ring right now. James with a running neck breaker. Wicked. Oh, and I think Wicked got caught in midair with that ladder from Pepsi Killer. That might be the most accurately Pepsi's had it set up, but Tyron takes him down. Tyron Hunt's had a history of winning ladder matches. He's also had a history of ruining ladder matches. This year, you can go back to WrestleMania 8's Superstardom Money in the Bank ladder match. My God, was that awful and completely unenjoyable. Profjag, as was pretty much the entire event that day. Profjag trying to get up on the apron to the turnbuckles, but realizing stamina was an issue. James Arkoffel thinking about diving. Axe handle misses. Tyron with another running bulldog. Momentum advantage is actually in favor of Tyron Hunt. A couple people close on him. Everybody in this match with signatures. So you can see this is a pretty even match too. That's something you like to see in a ladder match where really anything is possible, but you're seeing the skill levels are pretty much being evenly matched between all 5 competitors. That isn't exactly a common thing to happen. Tyron is the first person with a finisher in this match. He hasn't chose to use it yet. He has a lot of time. Pepsi with 1 taunt. Pepsi, Wicked, and Profjag with taunts. Profjag over the top rope and onto the steel steps. Attacking his old rival Adrian Neville from NXT is Sami Zayn. Gotcha. And now, Wicked Jr. taken out. Profjag diving crossbody. James Arkoffel thrown down. Still nobody with a finisher other than Tyron Hunt. I think that might be done now. Pepsi Killer, the IC champion, has the F in possession. Tyron Hunt, back suplex to Wicked Jr. And I'm really surprised, though, at Tyron's. Again, everybody been really even, but Tyron is really showing a different poise than what I've seen in the last couple ladder matches that we saw out of Tyron. And possibly it is because although it was a failed main event stint, he didn't get any world titles out of it. Tyron Hunt did get the opportunity to compete with other main eventers. I mean, he had a couple of matches there with guys like Brutality, Frost, had a one-on-one with Legend Killer. This is stuff that Tyron may have learned from those lessons where Wicked, James, Prof, and Pepsi didn't have those same opportunities. Pepsi misses the dropkick. Could be seeing that first finisher in this match. No, Tyron holds off. Also, speaking of finishers, Wicked Jr. is the next to have one. James Arkovel with the signature Osaka Street Cutter. All 5 superstars with finishers. He was the last one to get one after Prof Jag. And it is an Osaka Street Cutter, despite what the name is. The 07 move, that same move on SVR 07 with a different animation, is referred to as the Osaka Street Cutter. I'm 100% positive if you want to bet. All right, Prof. Good. Oh well, Osaka Street Cutter connects. Anyway, I've never had anybody complain besides him. And for that, Pepsi hits him with the $1 Million Dream. That's right, Prof. Take it. Wicked Jr. puts the ladder in the ring. And, oh, melting pot. Somebody had the ring on boil. 350 preheat timer, and I think we're ready to bake. Wicked Jr. and Pepsi Killer just melt like butter in a pan on the stove. Thank you, 2K15. The only game where you can dissolve. I bet you didn't see that on your Doppler radar. Anyway, Pepsi Killer with a reverse hangman suplex to Wicked Jr. Tyron Hunt had the ladder. Intercontinental Champion takes it away. Ladder shot to the face. Project dropkick is stopped. Intercontinental Champion has the ladder up. And the Intercontinental Champion is climbing. James pushing the ladder down. So the first person to attempt to climb is the Intercontinental Champion. James Arkovel saw the other 3 competitors down. It looked like he was hesitating for a minute, perhaps debating on whether it was best to try and attempt to climb on the other side or take him out. Oh, and Tyron makes an awkward motion there while on the apron somehow. Through the ropes, that's able to work, I guess. And now Prof Jag looking for what would have been the springboard DDT. It did not go well enough, but it was able to clip him. Pepsi being picked up. Pepsi with a reversal to Prof. Pepsi, James, and Prof in the ring. Wicked Jr. and Tyron Hunt on the outside. And again, this is our main event here to EIF Superstardom episode number 259, kicking off the week from the 16th. 16th to the 22nd. Second to last week in August, unless you count the 30th and 31st, which is a Sunday and a Monday. So I should say the second to last full week in August, for those that want to correct me on that. Oh, and a Russian leg sweep to Tyron Hunt. Looked like he hit the back of his upper torso right on that ladder from Pepsi Killer as Prof Jag with the suplex. Pepsi Killer yielding the ladder. All 5 competitors in the ring. James Arkovel with the ladder shot. James Arkovel with the second ladder shot. Prof Jag from the middle rope. Axe handle. All 5 men are down. What a match. And James is going to be the first to get up. And oh, the ladder takes out James. There's the 6th man. Well, the Seahawks have an extra man in the stands, according to what they say, the 12th man. Well, in this match, the 6th man is the ladder. Takes the other 5 down. 2K15, hashtag awful. Or whatever other word you think makes this game look bad. Prof Jag with a suplex. So the ladder was taken out. Pepsi Killer has left the party due to a connection issue. Well, he still is in the game, so that's one good sign. Dropkick connects for Prof to Tyron. Pepsi is up. Pepsi float over neck breaker is going to connect to James. Now, will Pepsi try to get out of the ring and perhaps try to rejoin the party? That remains to be seen. I'm going to try and send him an invite so the broadcast might take a temporary pause. Unless somebody would be willing to maybe stop the match. I mean, I'd be down to like let people keep fighting, but not. Oh, never mind. Forget what I said. Pepsi Killer's climbing. All right, Prof Jack is going to make the invite attempt, so nobody is allowed to win until Prof Jack gets back. It'll take a couple seconds. You guys can keep fighting, just don't win. It should only take a couple seconds. Wicked Jr. up on the... Oh, maybe I was thinking Tombstone, but... Tyron with a reversal. Wait a minute. Tyron Hunt's caught. Hey, Prof Jack's too busy inviting him. Can't stop me now. Osaka Street Cutter connects. That's right. Drop kick connects for Prof Jack. Oh, no. Wait a minute. No. Prof Jack neck breaker right on the ladder. And Wicked Jr. Pepsi on the shoulders. IC champions taking naps. Go to sleep connects. And Wicked Jr. with the ladder. Former U.S. champion hoping for an IC title. He isn't going to get it yet. Tyron Hunt clearing traffic. And now here comes Tyron Hunt. Could the old 50-some-year-old man that WWE thinks is logically correct to let beat a former UFC heavyweight champion exiting his prime in Brock Lesnar in just 2 weeks, able to win this match? Tyron Hunt is on the top. I don't even think Undertaker can climb a regular step ladder, let alone this high. And he's dangling. And Pepsi Killer to add to the matter takes Tyron Hunt down. Pepsi Killer tries to set up the ladder, but Prof Jack stopped him there. Again, if you're just now tuning in, you're watching the main event of Superstardom, Intercontinental title match here in EIF, Extreme International Fighting. Pepsi Killer is the current defending champion. He's defending against 4 challengers that have never won the IC title here in EIF. Pepsi's super kick doesn't go well. Prof Jack's ladder shot does. And James Arkoffel is the last one. He's able to exit the ring. So the only 2 people that have touched the briefcase, I believe, actually Tyron I think is the only one that's touched it. Pepsi Killer was up there. Oh, Pepsi claims he touched it as well. So those are the only 2 that have. James Arkoffel looking for a chair, I guess, underneath the ring. Not sure what he's trying to do. Adding weapons into the ring can sometimes do more harm than hurt, especially when, or more harm than help, my bad. But hey, it doesn't really matter because the chair just got eliminated from the Royal Rumble after James threw it in, right? Prof Jag is in the, and Prof Jag is, we just got a breaking news alert. This is the last title match for Prof Jag in WWE 2K15. Tyron Hunt with 2 finishers in hand. Prof Jag rolls over after failing to do a move successfully. What do you call that? I call it a botch. Pepsi Killer up on top. Pepsi with the ladder, or the briefcase, I should say. Finally, James Arkoffel able to push the ladder over that close to Pepsi retaining his championship in a hell of a ladder match. Talk about defying the odds. He's got a 20% chance of winning as is. You factor the ladder match, and you can't favor the odds of a guy who is in a league holding a title on a game where the title defenses have been atrocious this year in 2K15, possibly the lowest success rate we have seen in the history of EIF. And Tyron on clothesline Prof and the ladder, sending the multi-rung surface out to the outskirts of the ring. Wicked Jr. was questioning where the other ladder was by our camera angle. We couldn't see it, but he has obtained it. Steel steps along with chairs thrown into the ring by James, who's doing some decorations. As Wicked Jr. tries to set the table to help James out, he's taken out the competition in the process. James looking for another set of stairs. This is going to be an interesting thing. And keep in mind, guys, James has never held a title in EIF. So this is a guy who realistically, with all due respect to James, he's an amateur in these title situations. And keep in mind, the ladder match that happened for the X Division title that he was in, quote unquote, in at SummerSlam. This match was an offline match due to connection as Prof Jag goes over the top rope, over the top senton to take out Wicked Jr. James sending the ladder in. Prof Jag attempting to attack me. Perhaps the Osaka Street Cutter is coming up. Chair shot from Pepsi Killer to Wicked Jr. Tyron Hunt in the ring. 3 taunts for Tyron. Or I'm sorry, James. I don't know why I said Tyron. Somewhat hard to keep track. 5 competitors. Oh, wait a minute! Pepsi Killer gonna get hit with a tombstone. I thought it was gonna be stopped by Prof Jag, but Pepsi reverse. Tombstone to the Undertaker. Tyron Hunt got pinned off his own move before. In recent weeks, he won't have to worry about the pinfall tonight. DDT to Wicked Jr. right next to the ladder. He's lucky he avoided that one. Wicked Jr.'s already had enough head trauma issues this year thinking he's a main eventer. He can't be dealing with another shot to the head. Oh, Tyron Hunt takes one there, though. Bulldog face first on the ladder. Then he flops like a hungry hippo, and the steps fly out. Brought to you by Hasbro Gaming. And now Prof Jag drops the ladder. I have to give a shout out in case they sue me. All right, Prof Jag with his second taunt. It is a better game than 2K15. I'd rather play Boggle than this. Reverse STO for Tyron Hunt to James Arkoffel. This match still going on after quite some time. These guys have actually, though, we haven't seen a whole lot of extreme action here. Granted, there has been some weapons and a few ladder spots here and there, but these guys are serious about trying to win this match. James Arkoffel is suplex right next to the ladder. That's right. Prof Jag misses Wicked Jr. and Pepsi the only ones up. Pepsi assists his own calls by picking up Prof Jag. Prof with a plate of chops to Wicked. A right hand. Looks to finish the combo, but James crawls in the way of that. Oh no, oh my gosh, oh no, and James Arkoffel suplex reversal to Prof on the ladder. Tyron Hunt got his first tombstone reverse. Not this, oh my gosh. Oh, James picked up the ladder. It's PG, we can't see a tombstone like that. Although our channel is recommended for mature audiences only, we still encourage you regardless of your age. James Arkoffel hit with a reverse STO. Prof Jag went outside awkwardly. Stamina becoming an issue for pretty much all the competitors. Although R-Truth and Dolph Ziggler, representatives of James Arkoffel and the Intercontinental Champion Pepsi, they've been doing a little bit better than some of the others. Wicked Jr. just trying to keep everybody down, but in a reality situation here with this title match, it's going to be hard to do something like that. What's Wicked thinking? Wicked is going to begin the climb. Prof Jag getting in the ring. Prof Jag climbing up the ladder. Pepsi took out Wicked. Here's Prof Jag. Prof Jag is up there. Prof Jag misses the second ladder attempt. The third, and he falls off on his own. Pepsi might have made a grave mistake there. Prof was that close to winning the IC title. Scoop and a slam to James on the ladder. Closing it. Shot that had to hurt. Tyron over the ladder, but Pepsi rolling out of the way, and that was the Intercontinental Champion nearly making a mistake. And there's been a lot of rumors floating around that Pepsi is ready for the next level, but I'll tell you what, in a main event situation, you're not going to get that lucky. Wicked Jr. chair shot, Tyron reversing it. Tyron with a chair shot, Pepsi avoids it, but he does not the second time. His head is dented in. James Arkoffel throws the steps in as Prof Jag is the next one to get a head case. And now James again with the weaponry. Those steps actually assist Prof Jag. That ladder is just walled off Wicked Jr. He had to get out. Wicked, oh! Clothesline to Tyron, just taken down right onto the ladder back first. Hey Prof Jag! Osaka Street Cutter! And James Arkoffel connects. I don't think James has went for any finisher though in this match. I don't recall seeing him do one. Now Wicked Jr. on the outside ladder. Oh my gosh, Tyron Hunt sacrificing himself. Tyron Hunt over the top rope. He hit the ladder and Wicked Jr. What a move. James Arkoffel suplex right next to the double set of steps. That's right, not going to work. Not this game. Pepsi Killer float over DDT to Tyron Hunt. James Arkoffel awaiting, trying to figure out his next move. Prof Jag decided his, takes to the skies. Pepsi Killer taken to the announce table. I think that was an accident. I think he was going for the ladder, and that takes time up. He's fortunate that there's no ladders in the ring yet. Prof Jag changes that. James Arkoffel attempts the ladder shot. Pepsi Killer throws the second one in. 2 ladders, 2 stairs, 1 briefcase, 1 Intercontinental Championship. The champion trying to hold it. Pepsi Killer misses the ladder shot. Tyron Hunt with a reversal. Tyron now picking up the steps. And this is James Orkovel's doing. Remember, guys, putting those weapons in. And in a situation where that ladder's up and you're trying to maybe get another weapon or whatnot, this is where the issues come in, because having those weapons in the ring is going to affect your ability to grab what you're trying to. Even on the outside, we just saw moments ago, Pepsi blatantly attempting to go for the ladder, ends up grabbing the announce table. All men down, Wicked Jr. slides that ladder into the ring and the bodies begin to crawl and move. Don't forget, you can watch us here live on EIF Network at least 2 times per week. Don't forget to follow us on twitch.tv/EIF Network and on Twitter using the @EIF Network. Tyron Hunt drops the ladder, pushes Prof Jag down. Tyron reversed. James Orkovel, Russian leg sweep. Pepsi Killer takedown to Wicked Jr. And now it's Pepsi Killer awaiting. Tyron Hunt now back to both feet. Prof Jag was going for the running dropkick, but he got stopped almost in midair maybe by Pepsi Killer. Ladder being set up. Champion looks like it's a little off. Is Pepsi going to try and climb? No, he's not. I think Pepsi even notices it by our angle. You guys watching here on Twitch can judge. I don't think this is right. I really don't think that the ladder was set up right. Now I do. That's my opinion. But a back suplex in for Tyron Hunt. Oh, wait a minute. James Orkovel going. Tyron Hunt struggling to figure out what to do. He's finally climbing, but hey, it is Taker. He's old as hell. Prof Jag going to calmly take him off. And now Prof Jag going. Can James connect with the steps? He does not. Prof Jag climbing. And finally, Pepsi takes him off. Wicked Jr. takes a precautionary, and wait a minute, face buster delivered from James. James Orkovel is yet to make a climb successful. Is it James Orkovel's time to be Intercontinental Champion? He's up. James Orkovel almost has the briefcase. He goes for a second time. Can he get it? No, Tyron. Oh, wait a minute. I think the ladder might be set up even better this time. Wicked Jr. climbing. James Orkovel. I thought he had it. No. Oh, my gosh. James on the outside. James thrown to the outside off the ladder from Pepsi Killer. James Orkovel came so close. I think he might have been in the right position. Wicked was climbing on the other end, and Pepsi Killer sends him to the outside. He might have made contact with the steps on the outside. I can't even see him. That had to be the toughest spot to take throughout the whole match. Wicked Jr. melts on top of the steps. Brought to you by I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. I can't believe this is 2K15. Go to sleep connects your Wicked Jr. to Prof Jag. Wicked Jr. throwing the ladder out to the outside. Tyron Hunt with a backbreaker to Pepsi Killer. James Orkovel throwing the right weapon in the ring this time instead of the other two. Tyron Hunt, what? Okay, so he ran up the ladder. Well, I can't commentate that without laughing a little bit there. Hey, shout out to Tony Soccerboy. Tony in the Twitch stream. And Tony, you know the danger that Tyron actually can possess. He beat you in a one-on-one ladder match for the U.S. title last year. And this is a guy who's an underdog, but he ends up rising to the occasion in matches like this. This match certainly does need a hero. Been going on for some time. Pepsi Killer getting suplexed on the steps that apparently can glide. I know it's summer, but I didn't know the game came with slip and slide installed into the ring. Tyron Hunt rolls underneath the bottom rope and back into the ring. James Orkovel, this is the jab. Tyron Hunt with the right hand. Should mention Tony Soccerboy is not in the party, but there is somebody in the party trying to talk to him. Pepsi Killer with a ladder shot attempted. He'd prefer the setup instead. Tyron Hunt, scoop slam. That might take the ladder down. I think it's going to. No, it does not. Prof Jag and Tyron the only ones up, but Pepsi's getting up now. Pepsi Killer, is he trying to kick the ladder down? No, Pepsi Killer's up. Drop kick misses. Pepsi Killer, is he under it? Pepsi drops off. What the heck? Pepsi, oh my gosh, Pepsi might have hurt himself on the way down. James Orkovel ladder shot just snaps back Wicked's head. Pepsi Killer with a ladder. Prof Jag taken down. Pepsi setting up the ladder. Pepsi is the lone man up, and the ladder closes on him. The ladder closes on Pepsi Killer. Wicked Jr. getting up. Pepsi Killer getting up. Wicked Jr. misses. Wicked Jr. pulling on the briefcase. Nobody's stopping him. Nobody's stopping him. And finally, Propjack takes him down. Now Pepsi Killer and Wicked Jr. both sent down. And Wicked falls out through the middle rope into the outside from Tyron. Tyron is up. Tyron is up. I know that was at a bad time. My controller did die, but we're back. I sincerely apologize to you guys there. Did not mean for that to happen. Pepsi Killer with a dropkick, Tyron Hunt in the corner. But I'll tell you what I was trying to say was that was probably the closest Wicked had to have saw the light at the end of the tunnel, that 3+ year drought coming to an end. I think that's the best chance we saw all match. And Osaka straight cutter connects for James Arkoffel. Love it or hate it, Prof, he's hitting it, and people aren't reversing it. Prof is setting up the ladder, though. Tyron Hunt, reverse STO. James Arkoffel stops what he's doing to Pepsi, and now he's up in the middle. Pepsi struggling to take James down. He finally does. Tyron Hunt is climbing. Pepsi Killer climbing up even faster. Tyron Hunt. What's it? Oh, Tyron smacking the head of Pepsi. And now Pepsi. Oh my. Back body drop off the ladder goes Tyron. And Pepsi now hanging in the balance. Can he pull it down? Wicked Jr. gonna set up the ladder. And Pepsi falls down. I don't think Wicked's under it. Oh my gosh. Tyron Hunt was back body dropped off the top of the ladder from Pepsi Killer. What a match. Wicked Jr. hit with a release German suplex from Pepsi Killer. Back body drop to Propjack, not near as lethal as the one Tyron suffered. What a match this has been here on Superstardom. 7 minutes till our scheduled end time, but we will go until a winner is declared or this match ends. Tyron Hunt, ladder shot misses. James Arkoffel with the ladder. These 5 competitors been fighting for upwards of the 30-minute mark, all for the Intercontinental Championship. Wicked was looking, I thought, for a sack fly there to maybe take the ladder down. He climbs pretty fast. So is Pepsi. Tyron Hunt with an opportunity. Wicked Jr. misses the ladder grab. And now Wicked's hanging from the briefcase. Tyron Hunt smart enough to be able to take that out. Tyron's been playing. This is one of the smarter matches I think we've seen Tyron play in ladders in possibly all of 2K15. This is what won him a couple of U.S. title reigns in 2K14 back on the 360 prior to the launch of the EIF Network, but of course during the league's tenure, which has spanned for 8.5 years. And in fact, Tuesday, I didn't even realize this until just this moment. Tuesday on ED marks 8 years and 6 months since the beginning of EIF. Pretty cool. Wicked Jr. throwing the ladder into the ring. Both ladders in the ring, both sets of steps. And now Wicked Jr. beginning to climb. Pepsi Killer and Wicked Jr. climbing. Pepsi is up. Pepsi misses. Pepsi trying desperately, and he falls down. And Pepsi is doing everything he can to walk in and walk out with this title. James Arkoffel bringing a sledgehammer in. That's a new weapon introduced. Pepsi doesn't want to see it introduced to him. It slides out after the reversal. Zigzag connects on the ladder. James Arkoffel zigzagged on the ladder. Pepsi flicks his hair back. Tyron does not like that. A bald man is not a fan of that. Well, he's got the mohawk in this game. He's rocking the Clubber Lang look. Different skin tone, but still. Tyron Hunt reversed. Wicked Jr. Russian leg sweep connects. Wicked Jr. now picking up the ladder, or with the ladder in hand. Pepsi smacked into the corner. Ladder shot connects to Project. Tyron running Bulldog. James Arkoffel throws the ladder in. It looked like it hit the side, maybe the temple of Tyron Hunt. The Undertaker representative in this match. The Dead Man has went far beyond the levels of death to still somehow be able to compete in this match. That is one thing, if you want to give 2K15 credit for anything, viewers out there, credit that in 2K15 or pretty much any game, anything is possible, including a 50-year-old man fighting with 4 other good superstars. That would probably work in ladder matches. Well, Pepsi Killer and Wicked Jr. have to have been your odds-on favorites as of late. Pepsi Killer, is he waiting? Pepsi pulling the briefcase, and James Arkoffel was able to run into the ladder and take it down. Somehow, some way. 20 viewers in here live on the EIF Network. Don't forget to follow us where you can see action like this all the time for free here on twitch.tv. Tyron Hunt's ladder, or steel step attempt, is stopped. Pepsi with a zigzag to Tyron Hunt. Right in between the ladders and the ladder and the set of steel steps. Might have hit one of the two. James Arkoffel with the ladder. He's stopped by Wicked Jr. A two birds, one stone method as Tyron falls also. Tyron Hunt rolling over as Wicked Jr. just got caught by those steel steps from Pepsi Killer, who yet again is continuing. You can see the bodies now rolling around. What the heck? All four simultaneously. Oh no, Tyron Hunt with a fast climb. James Arkoffel took him down. And now James finally taking the ladder down. It's towers over. 3 minutes left till the regular scheduled ending time occurs. Tyron Hunt with the ladder in hand. Again, 5-man ladder match for the EIF Intercontinental Championship. Pepsi Killer is the only man up. Prof Jag is getting up. Pepsi is slow. Prof Jag does. Prof Jag Killer's pulling down a little bit lag. Can Pepsi? No! Not do it! A little the opportunity of the match, and he failed to execute. Tyron Hunt now, ladder outside the ring, looking for brownie points, but Wicked Jr. with a reversal. Tombstone to the taker. Wicked Jr. on the outside of the ladder. I cannot believe Pepsi Killer did not pull that briefcase down and retain his championship right there. It has been a very entertaining match. Some of these guys are competing in the best matches that they've had this year. Wicked Jr. sliding the ladder in. Pepsi Killer trying to run and stop him, float over DDT. Wicked goes down. James again using the technique of throwing weapons in the ring, it looks like. Here's a set of steps. Prof Jag, ladder set up, and Tyron was able to somehow take it down. Bulldog connects. Oh my God! Prof Jag just got hit in midair with I don't know what. Tyron Hunt rolling in underneath the bottom rope. Back into the ring we go. Wicked Jr. avoids that stomp, running DDT for Tyron Hunt. Connects. 35 plus minutes we've been in this match. Prof Jag just drop kicking Gravity. That's Adrian Neville's job. He's the man that Gravity forgot, not you. Knee to the face from Tyron. James Arkoffel holding the ladder still is going to put it up on the outside. What was he thinking? James Arkoffel setting up both ladders. Keep in mind, James is friends of a guy named Death. Now, for those of you that have been in EIF for a while, so this unfortunately doesn't pertain to viewers that haven't been a part of the EIF experience for some time. Prior to the launch of the EIF network on an affiliate, we streamed WrestleMania 8. Death, good friend of James, was involved in the Superstardom Money in the Bank ladder match, and this is the last time Death was relevant. I mean, the frustration throughout the party against him for doing things such as what James is doing right now. Although James, I don't think, has earned near as much hatred, but he has earned a super kick courtesy of Pepsi Killer. Project still groggy on the outside. Two ladders set up in wrong locations. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but is James Arkoffel the only person to not touch the briefcase? I don't think he's even grazed it. Tyron Hunt avoids the dropkick from Prof Jag. Pepsi Killer looking to fly. And Wicked Jr. attacking poor Carney. James Arkoffel now, the only weapon in the ring is one ladder. A lot of people will tell you they prefer just one ladder in the ring, makes things easier for all competitors as James clears house. Well, I mentioned James may not have touched the briefcase yet, but he could touch it at the pivotal time and pull it down. Wicked Jr., though, sees the ladder. Now is Wicked right under it? Is Wicked able to? I don't think he is, and Tyron's going to ensure it by taking Wicked out, and oh, Wicked landed on the apron. I can't get much more painful. We've officially passed the regular ending time. We are into overtime here. 5th match of the night. We had 3 one-on-ones and a triple threat prior to this 5-man. Tyron Hunt tombstone. He keeps getting it reversed, and people will gladly take it. Oh, tombstone on the ladder. Now, did Pepsi go to... yeah, Pepsi did not try to escape the ring. He just out of frustration trying to pick up the ladder. Ladder shot is stopped by Propjack. And the ladder is also slid out. Tyron Hunt with a very awkward reversal. I can't believe they put that in this game. That is the most disgusting thing I think I've seen. Now, Wicked Jr. Russian leg sweep to Tyron. I mean, you guys tell me, I just don't remember seeing that reversal in any recent WWE. And with the PG era in full-fledged mode for years, I don't even know if that's allowed to be, I don't know if you can reverse a move that way. As James Arkoffel taken down with the DDT from Tyron Hunt. Wicked Jr. picks up the ladder, doesn't like it. Now he gets out of the ring. Now he gets back in the ring. The ladder is definitely causing issues amongst competitors. Wicked Jr. began this match guarding for about the first 5 minutes or so until he was forced to get back in the ring. Since then, he's been in a very, he's made a presence felt. Had a couple of opportunities, particularly with Pepsi Killer. Those two trying to climb as Tyron looks to give somebody a free finisher. Reverse STO on the ladder. Face first, Pepsi, the IC champion, holding his head in agony. Wicked Jr. with a ladder shot. Propjack now pretends to be gatekeeper. Gets on the apron. He'll go no further. He drops down. Good prediction on my end. Pepsi Killer in the ring. He's standing on top of the ladder. He wants to get off, and well, the only time he wants to be standing atop that ladder is when he's directly underneath that briefcase pulling it down. He's halfway there. The ladder is set up. Wicked Jr. begins to climb. Pepsi Killer is faster, and James is in perfect position to take the ladder down. He does. But not before Pepsi punches Wicked Jr. to his plunging end. Tyron Hunt just, okay, Tyron's struggling to keep his eyes open, I guess. Tyron Hunt misses the clothesline. Tyron Hunt struggling. You guys can see probably on our stream here, there's a little bit of lag here and there that is affecting things. Pepsi Killer with a famouser. As far as it goes, game delay, there actually hasn't been that bad. Propjack in the ring. James Arkoffel, what is James doing? What is James doing? Wicked Jr. and Propjack up. Propjack takes him down. Oh my gosh, that ladder just barely avoided James Arkoffel. Wait a minute, what's Prop doing? Prop diving drop kick, and it took Pepsi out. Oh my. Getting tongue-tied up here in this 40-minute match. Been a long one, folks. And, oh, James took Prof down. Pepsi gave Prof the opportunity to avoid a facial reconstruction there. If he would have landed face first on that ladder. James with the bicycle kick. We miss you, Sheamus. Oh, sorry, Prof. That's the Brogue kick. Completely different move. No. Tyron Hunt missing ladder shot. Oh, wait a minute. Lag getting pretty extensive here. Let's hope not. Shin breaker to Pepsi Killer. Wicked Jr. ladder up. Not batter up. Tyron Hunt to the outside. Although Wicked was acting like a batter, swinging away. Ladder is up. James takes it down. No, he takes Wicked down instead. Now this lag is going to really be an issue here for anybody that's going to try and pull that briefcase. It looks like it's slowed down a little bit right now. Tyron Hunt. Ladder shot to Pepsi. Down he goes. Wicked Jr. dives. Profjag dives. James couldn't reverse, but Pepsi did. And now it's Wicked taking out Pepsi. Tyron looks like he's going to get clipped with that ladder. He is, but the dead man does not go down. Profjag will. He's taken out. James Arkovel probably wants to duck. He cannot. Wicked Jr. setting up the ladder again. And Wicked is just, in the last week, came out of the shadows and started performing yet again here in EIF. Wait a minute, Pepsi Killer is up. Can Pepsi get it? Pepsi trying, and he's taken down by Tyron Hunt. You know what? Love him or hate him, people have their opinions about Tyron. They're for the most part, pretty mixed. You cannot deny that he is one of the big reasons this match is still going on, and for good reason, to benefit him along with his competitors. Wicked Jr. watches James again with steps. Profjag to the outside once more. Hard to believe how many times it feels like this match could have ended. It's quite surprising that this is still going on, to my belief. This is for Prof. Shout out Osaka Street Cutter. James Arkoffel with the ladder. This guy has not touched the briefcase yet. James has not even touched it. It only takes one time, though. Tyron botched. I don't think James is underneath it, though. And even if he was, Tyron Hunt's going to prevent it. Poor James. He has been the odd man out. Not to say he hasn't competed well with the competition, but he has tried to arm drag the Wicked Jr. from Prof off the rope. That scissor takedown connects for Prof. Profjag with the ladder. 4 men in the ring, 1 man out. Prof throwing it in. Oh! Wicked Jr. caught in the back. What is Pepsi trying to do? Well, yeah, this lag is just getting very bad. Weather could be affecting other players. I know we don't have anything going on in our area, but Tyron Hunt did say that the storm was passing through his area. Down in Texas. He says it's over now, though, but Profjag takes out Pepsi. Ladder shot. Here comes Prof. This lag could be a benefit to him. Tyron Hunt able to just boot the bottom of Prof's foot, and that ladder bounced enough to fall down. That is WWE 2K15 trying to tell you to end the match, guys. They cannot support this game much longer. It's a miracle we even made it to 6 men online. Including myself as the spectator, although I still count as an internet connection that they had to do. I will give them kudos for this match. So it really feels like for a while there we kind of had this fast pace. Things seem to be slowing down right now. This is probably the longest match most of these guys have competed in. We're talking, I believe, right around the 45-minute mark. Pepsi Killer climbing, and Tyron takes him down. But Tyron was able to keep the ladder up. And there's no way his old ass is climbing that one fast. Wicked Jr. Hurricane Rana missed.